I am doing an investigation on the cult of letting go. If you're like me who has a lot of anxiety, you feel this intense sensation. I feel it right here, but I feel it right here as well where I'm unable to talk. And like everyone, I too have that. And I'm actively trying to find a way to fix it. But in this rabbit hole of trying to fix this, I found something that is honestly so huge, so crazy, and a man whose name got erased from the books of history. In this $100 million market of letting go, this book has the most crazy story. So, like every person, I went to the biggest podcaster in the entire self help industry, Chris Williamson. When you go to his reading list, you come across this book. It's called Letting Go by David Hawkins. A magic solution which said that you don't have to change anything, just let it go and then you're done. Boom. I read the book and it's strange because the first two chapters goes through how I exactly feel, a classic self-help trick to kind of warm you up, tell the reader that I relate with you, and then sell your product. In the book, there is a method to let go. The method basically is you let the feelings arise, you label it, and you kind of just let that feeling run its course without trying to change it. That does not answer my question. It's kind of vague. So when I started investigating, did this idea even come from this person? I came across a method called the Sedona method, created by a person called Hale Swansky. This person does the same thing, letting go, but elaborates into like 4 different steps. You identify the feelings and you ask these 3 questions. Would you let it go? Could you let it go? When? Same technique was taught by someone else called Larry Kane, who all have New York's bestseller books made millions of dollars. The weird common element among all these 3 people is a guy called Lester Levinson. This guy has the most bizarre story. A successful physicist and an entrepreneur went to a doctor dying. Doctor sent him back home. You have 3 months to live, just go live. He wanted to figure it out. So he went inside, tried to like figure out everything, figured it out, and then went on to live, I think up to and I think went on to live till 80. Now what he says is so interesting because all these 3 people that I've just talking about, they have all these 2 people, Hale and Larry, they were directly taught by Lester, and there is a lot of online information who says that David Hawkins had a connection with Lester Levinson and they definitely knew of each other. They were all in one common place, Sedona, Arizona. You might think this is it. We found the source. This guy, Lester Levinson, had the real answer. And his method is a 6-step method, which basically says want freedom more than anything else. All your desires come from the need of wanting survival, approval, or control. The reaction that you're having is because of this. So you're holding on to the feeling, choose freedom, let go. 1 month later, you're enlightened. That is the best. Crazy. And I thought, okay, this entire industry is a big scam. They're all trying to bank on this pseudoscience ability of a person randomly healing themselves. But it gets weirder. This is where the country is involved. China. In China, there's a very strict firewall. They can never access media like YouTube, Facebook, anything outside China. Chinese people cannot access. Except TSM, the Sedona method. That is widely popular in China. So popular, in fact, that there's an entire community of these Chinese people practicing letting go. And the reason it became so popular because it aligns with their cultural way of letting go, where you have a spirit and you kind of heal the spirit, and it fits in very neatly with their already existing ideology. And among all these Chinese people, there is this one person who vouches for Lester Levinson's method more than anyone. That is a person called Wing or Feng. He created a group chat in China where people ask him questions, and he has claimed to get enlightened, and he vouches strongly for Lester Levinson's 6 step formula. He says that is it. This is the most direct path to get enlightened. Not Kriya Yoga, not any sort of like meditation, mumbo jumbo, no like spiritual teachings. No, just follow these 6 steps and you're enlightened. And there's like a 300-page document of his charts. I read through all of them because I'm desperate to find that solution. And I think I found it. The idea is this: at work, I feel anxious. Why? Because of AI. I feel AI is going to replace me, and I'm constantly anxious because even the upskilling, I don't even know where the technology is, what it is even doing. I don't know. I feel scared. And then I get anxiety. Now, if you notice, this anxiety is a reaction to something in the external reality. It can be job, it can be AI, whatever. This is a reaction. Now, this reaction is stemming from a sense of survival. I want to survive, and if this AI replaces me, then I wouldn't survive. So, because I'm anxious that I might die, I am getting anxiety. So, you have this anxiety that is getting triggered by this need of survival. Lester Levinson says this need for survival, that you're holding on to this anxiety so strongly because you want to survive, let go. Let go of that survival. Let go of the sense of control. Let go of the sense of recognition. Let go of approval. It's because of you wanting this approval or security from something outside you. This anxiety is getting triggered to move you to make it happen in the external world. But if you don't even want anything from the external world, if you want everything from within, even happiness, then let go of wanting to control this external object to this thing. So, the idea is when you let go of this need of control, when you look inside, the way I do it, when I look inside and I notice, oh, this is coming because I want to control this particular person. Can I let go of this? I don't want to control this person. Go. I don't want this person. I don't want to survive. I'm okay. Leave it. I will die. I'm okay. Then this anxiety fades away, and what is left is this sensation that is in my body. And before it was negative, but now it's neutral. And that worked for me. But this isn't a new concept. In psychology, this isn't a new concept. In psychology, there is an idea of ethic labeling. The moment you become conscious of your feelings, your emotions, the part of your brain that gets shut down during this emotional state gets shut down. So when you label it, this part of you becomes conscious and starts coming. So when you let go of it, this conscious start coming, and then you slowly become aware of the emotions, and your prefrontal cortex gets activated, and then you let go. So that's how that works. So this guy kind of discovered a similar version but from within, and these all people banged on this concept and made it this huge $100 million industry. Webinars, seminars, everything. And I think that is the end or beginning of the investigation, where this guy called Lester Levinson basically pioneered a way to let go, and a technique which would help anyone transcend their anxiety. So I did use this technique and it did seem to work sometime, but I don't know if this is a pseudo science where I'm just thinking it works or it's actually helping me in reality. I don't know. One thing I would like to ask is, I know this video wouldn't go viral or anything like that, but if the Chinese person is watching, or if anyone from China is watching, or if any Chinese is watching, I would love to get in touch with Wing and have a conversation, because I'm really curious to understand what's his perspective. And is he someone who also scams? Because in online, what I've read is that he never asked for any donations or money. He's just doing it for free. And he's like living in seclusion. That is the thing I know of. So if anyone can help me reach out to this Chinese person, I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching.